Hi, my name is Subuola Oyeleye and I'm the founder and CEO of BeautyHut. Towards the end of my university degree, I became really obsessed with how the beauty industry was growing worldwide and especially how untapped it was in Africa. So I think that just made me go into many loopholes of just trying to learn and understand how the beauty industry was built, has grown, and where the infrastructure problems are in Africa. So I quit my dreams of going to med school and started working on how to get into the beauty industry. So for me, the idea or the goal of wanting to work in the beauty industry came towards the end of my university degree. So my entire career has been around working in beauty. So the first thing I did when I finished university was build what I like to call the V1 of BeautyHut, which was called Skin Science. And we grew that to a considerable amount. And that made me realize where the gaps were in terms of that, taking that dream into becoming BeautyHut. So I went to work in the beauty industry in proper corporate jobs. So I worked mostly in retail and marketing with brand side with top beauty retailers across the world like Sephora, Target, Look Fantastic, and more. To be honest, there's been many hurdles in terms of building BeautyHut, but I think that more so, I would say the two main hurdles were just solving the supply chain issue and then also the lack of access to funding that can actually solve those problems. So on the supply chain side, it was how we actually get the products into Africa, partnering with the brands directly and being able to pitch these brands a story that their brands are, there's a lot of demand for their brands here and people actually want to see them in Africa. And then also it's the logistics of actually getting those products to Africa, getting those products around the country and around other African countries has been a really interesting one. It's definitely a difficult piece, but one that we're solving every day. And then also on the funding side, really and truly, most great businesses are built with, a reasonable amount of capital to even make those businesses great. So I would say that securing funding as a business in Africa is already difficult, and then as a female-led business in Africa that serves females mostly is no walk in the park, and that was really difficult and has been really difficult. Again, I think that we are really doing a lot to solve for that issue as well, so it's a hurdle, but we're jumping over it. One of the main ways that we fight the counterfeit problem of the beauty industry as a whole in Africa at BeautyHut is that we partner with brands directly, which ensures that we're getting authentic products over to the consumers as a retailer. But I would say other than partnering brands directly, whilst that I think, is very good for the customers to, see, I think for us, there's other parts of that in that one, just being transparent with our customers and leading with education in terms of our social platforms as well, just helps us inform customers about, the results of of authentic products, and also how to spot these products as well. And then I would say lastly is just consistency. I think the more consistent you are as a company, the more people build that trust regardless. I think there's so much that you can do without the help and support of other people. So I think that learning that along the journey has been really important to me and to the company's growth as well. I also would say that also not doing things alone. I think that very few great companies are built alone. I think trusting in my team and building the right team has been really important. I would say since I started building BeautyHut, there's been a lot of tough lessons, but I would say top two would definitely be one, knowing that not everybody would understand your vision from early. Sometimes you just have to keep going and remain confident in your ideas and what you're building and not see people not understanding that as a deterrent. And I would say second toughest lesson will definitely be trying to please everybody. You can't. So whether it's customers, brands, investors, you generally wouldn't be able to answer to everybody and please everyone. So I think that just knowing where you stand is really important in whatever you're doing. I think one big challenge that holds women back is not thinking that they are good enough or not thinking that they have what it takes to overcome whatever problem it is that they're trying to solve. I think that one thing that men have that is great is audacity. One thing that women don't is that as well. And I think that just from speaking to a lot of people and also investors, and also just people that are able to make real change, is that women actually don't go out for the opportunities that they need to get to the next step, or they don't actually ask for the things that they need as well. So I would say one thing that I would love to change is just women being able to go for things and just take the steps before they feel like they are fully ready, because you never be that ready. I think women have amazing strengths when it comes to being an entrepreneur. I think women are more so community driven. So it helps them build solutions that actually solve real problems, because they understand people and they understand who would be their customer. And I think that's just a natural inclination that women have in terms of just being more nurturing in terms of problems and in terms of like people as well. I would say that one piece of advice that I wish I had before I started is that success takes time. And that's not just on a large scale. I mean, in individual projects and individual goals that you have within the company as well, that it wouldn't happen a day no matter how great you are at what you're doing. I think that, you know, if you really want something to last the test of time, it will take time as well to get there. So I think that's one thing I've learned. So it's made me more patient. And patience is really, really an unspoken about skill when it comes to business, when it comes to people management. It's really, really what makes the difference. In line with this year's theme for International Women's Day, BeautyHut is partnering with Paystack to empower female entrepreneurs in the beauty industry with access to grants and additional support from other leading entrepreneurs in the industry. That I'm loving right now, and I haven't been able to put my hands off, is the Medicube Zero Pore Pads. They're really great exfoliating pads, and they've really done a lot for my skin's texture. I think it would clear hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone. That would be my magic product. The last song I played on my phone, I might as well pick it up. Okay, Laho by Shally Poppy. You will definitely find lip balm, a hairbrush, and cash. I would say when I'm not working, I spend a lot of time with friends. I typically go out with friends and just spend time with friends a lot, I'd say. I think my friends make me sane, keep me sane. Be able to watch TV. I try to turn off social media, just doesn't work. Neither. I literally don't wear lipstick, and I literally just don't know how to do eyeshadow. I suck at makeup. Chatting. So Dodo. There was a time that I had Dodo for 40 days straight. The cover I won. I think it's the app I use the most on my phone, which is also my worst app, is WhatsApp. If I could delete it, I would. I would say right now, burgundy. One myth, I would say that topical creams can remove stretch marks. Hi, my name is Subuola Oyeleye, and I'm the founder and CEO of BeautyHut, and this is Pulse Pics.